Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It is June 5th, 2025. I have a few messages for you that I've been saving up over the last few days. I will make about 3 videos to let you know what that is. The time is currently about 2 minutes after 2. And again, it's July 5th. There's something about an Olympian. Now, an Olympian is any of the 12 Greek gods regarded as living on Olympus. These are the 3rd and 4th generation of immortal beings. It's also a competitor in Olympic Games. This person is very powerful, large, and impressive. They have divine power and authority. Somebody is dumpster diving. So somebody in their group or their collective, it sounds like, has become homeless. They don't have any money and they're dumpster diving. At 11:01, one of these abusive masculines was talking about a Sagittarius. Now the curator and their friends have been going on and on and on about how the feminine for their prophecy is supposed to be a young, innocent, brunette woman. And they need her as a sacrifice. She has to be a Sagittarius. Apparently there's something about stars and astrological alignments. In order to get this black hole soul to be steady or whatever, they need a specific star system sacrifice or whatever. Take it as it resonates. So they are talking about a Sagittarius woman. Somebody's talking to the curator about an exodus, which is a mass departure of people. It's the road out. On July 3rd, there was a conversation about artificial intelligence and how those who are bound to it or loyal to it cannot leave. Those with stolen or otherwise false telepathic connections must stay and experience the true path, earning their reward. They can't delay somebody else's purpose, put them through hell, and then harvest out the graduation prize. They have to actually earn it. The curator is saying that she has done the impossible. They put this woman through so much hell. It's been mentioned that the highest level that they have gone to is 33, and apparently they made her do a level life path, whatever, 49. She may even be higher now because it looks like that's what she came in as, to pull them up out of level 49 misery. These masculines are talking about a covering and how it did not work. It sounds as though their cloak failed. The curator is talking about a new credit system. Apparently, this is an end to their free-for-all, endless credit availability system. It sounded like there was an interdimensional advisor telling the curator to change the dynamic, and he's talking about suicide again. Bullshit! These aren't your gifts. You don't listen to da-da-da-da-da-da. So those who once believed the illusions have discovered that this curator was only spying on and stealing, taking credit for messaging given to the actual chosen ones, their intellectual property. False telepathic connections used to spy on consciousness and harvest messages and energy and drive the mind and the experiences into South Node suffering while they harvested it out. Their divinely connected source messages. They were taking the messages, keeping them from the actual person who was receiving these messages and driving their mind into suffering and insanity. The curator is saying that she needs her medicine. They're talking about harming this person, capturing them, faking an suicide, and kidnapping the original. They feel if they can capture her and remove medicines and adaptogens used to maintain homeostasis within the temple, that they can pervert the energy, weaken its presence, and harvest its suffering. There's something about a window. Either they are discussing how to break in to this person's house, or there's a window of time that they're concerned about. I think it's this exodus. There's something about a ceremony, and they're talking about numerology. So these ones always do their sacrifices on some special date, some numerology, so that they can amplify their spell or their bindings or whatever. They're talking about the gifts of a person. And somebody said, she won. It was a masculine. They're still coming after her. They are very mad. There was a contract or something, and she won. She did the impossible. They gave her such an amazingly difficult path that they were certain that she would never, ever, ever come out of it. But she did. And now they're so angry, they want to do a seriously damaging 3D event for her. They went to kidnap her, and they went to cause severe harm for her and suffering. They desperately need to remove this person from the world that they inhabit, or that from any world whatsoever. They don't want her to influence or have any influence over the living. They don't want her to share with the people how she overcame their challenges and succeeded in the impossible according to their mind. They want to do a ceremony and to sacrifice her and claim her energy and her gifts. They've got a near duplicate ready to step in. One of these masculines is saying, it's impossible. A world without limited, So these ones are really upset because this woman is going to shatter the illusion. She's going to share the experience, the story, what do they call it? These nefarious ones, they're concerned about a documentary. They don't want the experiences and what was allowing and overcoming of these experiences. They don't want the people to become aware and have their limitations shattered. There's nothing you can do, one of them said to another. It sounded like somebody said, do it with a wire. They want to damage the throat and the throat chakra of this person. So they're planning a homicide. Somebody is waiting on transportation. They're talking about genetics. They need a relationship to gain access. They want a clone and to tattoo it with matching ones to replace or do a suicide plan and kidnap the original. And then command the influence that this person is destined to pour into the world, because they don't want people to be unlimited. They want people to be limited and boxed in. So this is the first portion of the message, and I'll be back with another in just a moment.